Hello, I'm Sai and welcome back to my channel Sai Tech. In today's video to compare the build quality comparison between all of these three Realme X series smartphones. Yes friends, I do have all the three Realme X series, which is a Realme X2 Pro and Realme X7 Pro and Realme X7 Max device. Let's compare the build quality. So which has got what type of build quality and what are the advantages. That is what I'm going to discuss in this video. And we do know the Realme X2 Pro got launched 1.5 years back, and this is one of the first phone which to have really very powerful chipset at the time of releasing. So very good specification, 90 Hz refresh and all those details. But let's check the weight. So first let's compare the weight of all the three smartphones, and then I'll try to talk about each and every category. Let's check the weight of the first Realme X2 Pro device. So how much weight it has got. The Realme X2 Pro has got about 202 grams, as you can see friends, 202 grams. And now let's move to the next phone, which is Realme X7 Pro, and right now 186 grams. So what an improvement. From 202 it decreased to 186, and from 186 let's see Realme X7 Max, 178 grams. As you can see friends, the weight has been decreased consistently. From X2 Pro to X7 Pro there's a huge difference, and from X7 Pro to X7 Max there's a little bit kind of difference, but not much difference. But these are the weight comparison between all of these three smartphones in terms of the build quality wise. And next thing about this 3.5mm jack. Yes, the X2 Pro has got the 3.5mm jack and the X7 Max has got the 3.5mm jack. But in the middle Realme X7 Pro, there is no 3.5mm jack. That's kind of really disadvantage for the Realme X7 Pro users. Absolutely, they do miss this kind of 3.5mm jack. Again, I think later Realme did decide to use the 3.5mm jack. So that's a really good decision, I would say. So some users are really concerned about this 3.5mm jack as well. That's the one thing which I thought of just mentioning. And in terms of the body quality, the Realme X7 Max feels like really plasticky type. Yes, absolutely, this is a plastic made kind of a body and back finish, little bit kind of gloss and a little bit kind of matte. But still, because of this plastic, you'll feel a lot of vibrations when you're trying to listen to the high volume music in the Realme X7 Max. Yes, in this area you'll feel a lot of vibrations happening in the Realme X7 Max device. That's the one thing which I thought of just mentioning. So next, the Realme X2 Pro and the X7 Pro, they do have the glossy type finish, so you won't feel that much kind of vibrations. But I'll try to do the side-by-side vibration test as well in terms of the high volume outputs. So in terms of the feel and design, I did like the, I think, glossy type designs, basically Realme X2 Pro design and the Realme X7 Pro as well in terms of glossy material. But one thing, the logo is kind of really irritating friends. In the first edition they do have small Realme. That's fantastic, that's really good to have. At least they should keep this Realme somewhere in the bottom, not in the top. So that's my suggestion, because when you're trying to hold this phone, so it looks really odd. But still, this Realme X7 Pro, I used to laugh all the time. Why they gone with this kind of big text? Why? That's really annoying friends. Really, I don't like seeing this kind of big text on the back side of the phone. Anyway, we'll be using the case as well. That's absolutely fine. But still, this kind of text is not good. But still, finally the text has been completely removed and it got small branded in the back side, as you can see. I'm not sure when again they might change it to the big complete this glass. They might decide to use some kind of Realme branding or not. I'm not sure exactly. But these are the quick comparison between the details. And regarding the camera bump, all the three X series will be having the same kind of camera bump itself. Same kind of bump you can find out in the back side. There's nothing much difference regarding the camera bump. And one common thing, you can see the power button. Power button is kind of yellow between all this kind of Realme X series. You can see friends, that's really great to see this kind of common thing, which is a yellow colored button. That's really good to see. And Realme X2 Pro has got really this kind of lines here, as you can see, silver lines, which is really great to see this kind of lines, which looks kind of really attractive as well in my opinion. And Realme X7 Pro and the X7 Max, they do have absolutely this kind of side punch hole camera. That's another thing. And one more thing, let's talk about the power buttons. So all the three smartphones, they do have the fingerprint scanners. And right now the Realme X2 Pro phone is completely dead to zero, and that is the reason I was unable to start the phone. But still, the fingerprint scanner of the Realme X2 Pro will be somewhere around here. So this Realme X7 Max and the X2 Pro, they are completely close to bottom, and X7 Pro is slightly upwards. As you can see friends, that's the kind of one thing which I thought of just mentioning in this kind of comparison. Apart from that, I did not see any kind of major differences between both phones. Loudspeakers, all the three smartphones are really absolutely great. I did another video as well. In case if you want, you can check those videos for the loudspeaker comparison between all of these three X series. You will definitely understand which phone has got what type of volume in it. That's another thing. So overall friends, in terms of the build quality and everything, these are the complete conclusion between all of these three smartphones. And in terms of the display protection, Gorilla Glass 5, and this is a dragon tail glass. That is another thing few of the users are really concerned about, the screen protection as well in the Realme X7 Max device. So which are the just mentioning for you all. So thank you for watching this video, and this is a basic build quality comparison between all of these 3 X series smartphones which I got right now. And see you in the next video, friends. Until then, stay tuned for more updates. Meanwhile, bye.